We all experience setbacks in many areas of our lives. You're going to make a fool of yourself and draw criticism from others. Inevitably, you'll have moments of awkwardness, incompetence, and foolishness. This is normal and acceptable behavior. This is your defining moment. Either you seize control of it or it seizes you. To ignore the past and the future and focus only on the present is to choose to live in the now. You opt to follow your own whims instead. If you don't take the time to reflect on your growth, you'll spend all your time worrying about what may have been. If someone pinches you, it will hurt. But I want you to feel it everywhere so you know your body is finally in charge. There is no benefit without pain. Suffering serves a greater good. In other words, don't go through it, grow through it. Instead of trying to avoid suffering, learn to accept it, and your suffering will be a part of your just cause. I dare you to keep going even when you're knocked down, because you will be knocked down when you encounter obstacles. When you first see yourself in the morning, you don't recognize who you are. You, however, were the one who accomplished everything. Here's what I'm going to tell you. There will be times when you question whether or not it's worth it to show up to work. You're going to mess up, and you mess up a lot. It will be uncomfortable and, at times, disheartening. It's not going to be simple, and it will put you to the test. For those who are struggling and looking for inspiration to carry on, this is for you. You should have lost your minds by now. Some of you have gone through so much. It's fine to make mistakes so long as you learn from them and move on. But I need you to have strong hearts, because there are some things you can't do without staying the course. When horrible things happen to you, it's not unusual. Everyone goes through a moment when their faith is tested. As soon as you do, you'll be faced with a decision. The majority of people will back out, endure some discomfort, and then flee. But a select few will do what it takes to push through the agony and emerge stronger on the other side. I know it's tough, and it may feel like there's no way out. But if you keep going, you'll discover just how strong you are. There is always a silver lining, even in the darkest of times. It's a relief that the mission was scrapped. We can commiserate over someone else's misfortune in the job market. Extended time for recuperation after not receiving the funding we sought. We now have a larger stake in the business. No, you did not succeed in landing that job. Get out there and build your experience and resume. We took a short break from our workout because you deserve it. I took a beating. Good. Concerns I was not expecting to face were exposed. Good. This is our time to come up with a workable answer. Not to feel down, not to be alarmed, not to be frustrated. No, think about that obstacle. Don't just ignore the issue. Instead, use it to your advantage. You can still utter the word good. Congratulations, you're still a functioning human being. You can still battle. So dust yourself down. Stock up on ammunition. Fine-tune your range. And go back in the fray. Launch a counterattack. No. I didn't make it this far because I'm superhuman. I never gave up the struggle. The further our clouds drifted away, the more challenging it became. To my credit, I kept going. I fought to the end. There was no let-up in my efforts to fight. The world shouldn't be able to break you. You can handle anything that comes your way. I've made too much of an investment to just walk away now. I've come too far to give up now. Currently, we've already made too much progress. It just got too difficult for us to continue. No more can be taken in. There has been. I wish I could assure you things will improve. If only I could assure you that with persistence the burden will gradually lighten, but alas, such is not the case. The truth is that you must discover what excites, inspires, motivates, and moves you on the inside. When you know why you're getting up in the morning, you don't want to waste any time yawning. If you can discover your motivation, you can find a way to achieve your goals. Motivation to keep going. You were born with a tenacious will to succeed. You were born with it. You were born to overcome obstacles. You were born to overcome obstacles. Your predecessors endured a lot more than you do. Fortunately, everything will work out. To get to where we're heading, we have to forget about our past. It's not far off, so please just stay on your way. There is too much introspection on your part. Overthinking it, if you will. In other words, you're discouraging yourself. In no way do I want you to conclude that giving up is the only way you can avoid failure. In short, I hope you'll keep going. This is your moment to prove yourself. It's an opportunity to prove that you mean it when you tell yourself, "There goes a bag." If it takes, well, you've made it to the big leagues, because the process isn't supposed to be simple. Praise God, even if you're feeling the heat. Your experiences may have left you emotionally and psychologically exhausted and vulnerable. No matter how skilled or talented you are, you will inevitably encounter setbacks at some point. It's possible to suffer to the point where you believe there's nothing left to do or that your life is over. You're determined to obtain it by any means necessary. I dare you to find the positive side of your predicament. I dare you to start being grateful for the opportunity each obstacle presents to you to become more resilient, determined, competent, and effective. While life is a marathon, and this may be a tough leg where you think, "I'm just going to throw up the towel," it's important that you make it a practice to validate yourself first thing every day. It is the nature of lions to turn tragedy into triumph. A lion is not an emotional creature. The lion is a fighter. Lions are tenacious animals. The lions in the zoo are hunters. If you're a real hunter, you don't set your schedule around the clock. You're known by the gazelle. The hunt continues until a gazelle is caught. You keep going till you succeed. It takes courage to say, "Come on, I've got to step into it," when faced with a challenge. Carry on. You need some serious dog in you if you want to make it in this industry. You have to accept the fact that this is a dog fight and go out and win it. It's going to be a rough road ahead. There will be no freebies coming your way. You can't avoid working today. In the end, you will still need to beat out the other professionals in your field. Things in life will continue to occur. We don't know why you want to blow yourself up. Please tell me the truth about who I am. Just tell me how tough you are, and how committed you are, and your resolve, mental fortitude, and moral fiber at the precise moment when you want to do absolutely nothing. When you feel like you could rather literally die than send another email, answer another phone call, or interact with another human being. Yet, you know that you must complete the task at hand. You're not engaging with me, but I assume you're busy with other things. You have to tell insolvency, divorce, and illness. If this isn't the first time you've dealt with the wrong person, I don't know who is. There are no limits placed on who or what you can be or do. Career and life are journeys, and you must accept that. Every transition is designed to feel worse before it gets better. Your path is not a simple one. It's not for the faint of heart or those with fragile psyches. It's not for the faint of heart. And you'll need to steel your will before you begin. Your journey will not grow worse before it gets better. A lot of people will tell you no and turn their backs on you. There may be times on your trip when you feel like crying and when you think nothing good will ever happen to you. You're about to go on a journey unlike any other. One that will bring you unimaginable new heights of anguish, pain, and temptation to quit up. You should be aware that the road will initially descend before climbing again. Have to have a strong mental constitution in order to handle this. The first thing to do is do your research. It is up to you to keep trying. You have reason to believe the challenge is difficult but not impossible. The news is good, so cheer up. The focus should be on success and victory. You need to accept the fact that growth is impossible without sacrifice. Without experiencing difficulties, there is no way to grow. You get to decide if that path will hurt you or strengthen you. Many times I wanted to just stop, turn around, and go back to my old self. Whatever obstacles you face, you must tell yourself, I will keep going, I will keep moving, I will keep winning, and I will keep surviving. It's perfect because you've been through the agony of that journey, which has made you want to slap yourself and scream, you know what, man. Nothing can stop you from achieving your goals if you have faith in yourself and the procedure. The hard work you put in during this race will ultimately make you the stronger, more capable person you see for yourself. But you have to take that burden on yourself. Because most people quit up under the strain of constantly expecting to achieve success. They give up because they can't take much more of the stress. Indicate the true victor. That has nothing to do with that person's ability. A lot of effort is required. A person's heartbeat is continuous. The heart does not have a set work schedule, such as 9 to 5 and then off. It never stops beating, just like a champion's heart never stops beating. Several games are decided in the final minute or inch of the game's final hour. Let's put in a ton of hours in the lab while no one's looking to perfect our training techniques. Do you get up at 5 a.m., even if it's raining, to go for a run? That's just the sort of person who cherishes their own identity. When it comes down to it, there are no halfway decent habitats in this area. This is not how it operates. It's desired by all, although some people want it more than others. Every single one of the wonderful things in our lives was made possible because someone made the conscious decision to want it more than anything else. Repeatedly make the conscious decision to learn from and grow as a result of the difficult experiences you've had. In all likelihood, you will achieve your goals. Everyone on the planet is a failure and has experienced failure in some form or another. The hardships we face in life aren't meant to be easy. The misfortunes of life are difficult to bear. You'll need to keep picking yourself up and trying new things until you succeed. You have to swear that you'll keep putting in the extra effort and going all out every day in your work. It's certain that some of your attempts to hit the outfield fences will fall short. Hank nonetheless. Aaron kept hitting for the fences despite having twice as many strikeouts as home runs. He struck out a lot, but when he connected, it was usually for a home run. You should keep swinging since this is your chance to shine. Successful people aren't born with innate abilities, but rather the tenacity to keep trying despite setbacks. Some of the path to achievement lies in the experience of failure. To put it simply, life is a sprint, not a marathon. What makes a winner is not succeeding the first time, but rather facing your fears, failing, and getting back up again.